When it comes to conversations about pit bulls, they are almost never positive. There has been a hype about pit bulls that they are dangerous all over the United States. This false media going around is causing officials to want to ban pit bulls everywhere. Many states in the United States have already implemented the BSL, breed specific legislation. I believe that this law should be stopped. No single breed should be singled out because of the bad decisions of their owners. If the legislation is trying to ban pit bulls everywhere, why haven't they banned alcohol? Alcohol hurts and kills more people every year than pit bulls will ever do in a lifetime. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, there are approximately 79,000 alcohol-related deaths in the U.S. each year. Pit bulls, however, accounted for 14 deaths in the year of 2009, according to U.S. dog fatalities in 2009. Despite the fact that pit bull breeds have earned a bad and misleading reputation of being dangerous dogs, they should not be banned because they are not as dangerous as people think they are. All I ask of you today is to listen with an open mind while I speak a little bit about what breed-specific legislation is and the thoughts behind the legislators who enacted it, the cost and why BSL is ineffective, and some ways to fight against BSL. Breed-specific legislation is exactly what it sounds like. They are laws to restrict or ban dogs based on their breed. According to Westword.com, between 2002 and 2009, an estimated 3,497 dogs were euthanized in Denver, Colorado because of their breed. Breed-specific legislation thinks that since several different dogs from the pit bull breed have been reported attacking people or dogs, then there must be something wrong with that breed. The problem is, whether the breed is a Chihuahua or a Rottweiler, all dogs are capable of biting. BSL only takes good dogs out of good homes to be euthanized, while the other cause of the problem is irresponsible owners. These irresponsible owners are likely to ignore that law. BSL doesn't fix a real problem. It only allows irresponsible owners to move on to another breed and turn them into the next target of BSL. Now that we have talked a little bit about BSL, we can explore the cost and why BSL is ineffective. There are many reasons why BSL is costly. Here are just a few. BSL requires every breed to be categorized, which is hard. This means that every dog needs to have a name. Every dog needs to have a breed categorized with that. There is also the cost of law enforcement, DNA testing, housing, veterinarian care, food, euthanasia, and disposal. According to BlessTheBullies.com, in 2001 in Maryland, it cost an estimated $750,000 a year to enforce BSL. The same site estimated that maintaining one dog for a year to ensure it was in fact a pit bull cost about $68,000. The cost to euthanize a dog is about $256, according to Westword.com. And taxpayers are the ones paying for it. Why should we, as taxpayers, have to pay for something so absurd when in reality it is the owner's problem? In 2003, Italy passed a law that banned or restricted 92 breeds of dogs. They shortened the list before abolishing it and adopted a more breed-friendly law forcing dog owners to be responsible for their dog's actions. Many places like Italy end up reporting BSL after reporting it has no effect. Dog attacks still occurred, and often there were not enough police to carry out BSL. It is a serious matter that needs to be addressed too. But how can we address these problems? Here are several steps we must take to fight BSL. First, one of the best ways to help fight BSL is to inform people about it. Let people know that it could happen anywhere and to any breed, not just pit bulls. According to dogpolitics.com, in the United States alone, there have been 75 breeds of dogs restricted or banned. Raise this awareness to people. Raise the awareness that all of these dogs are getting taken out of good homes. There's no cause for that. Encourage people to look into what BSL is. Don't let people take your word for it. Let them research, to learn more about it. Doing their own research can help them better understand what BSL does and help them want to speak out against BSL. Persuade them to join a group online that fights against BSL. Keep in mind that there are videos that can also be shown to them. I personally found many YouTube videos that made me want to do this speech here today. If BSL is suggested where you live, send letters to your legislators and ask your friends and family to do the same, even if they don't own a dog. Let them know you oppose the law and suggest alternative laws that put the responsibility of a dog's actions on their owner. Suggest temperament testing for the dog and mandatory training classes for owner and dog if it attacks. Training classes is the best step to a better, well-trained dog. I know this because I have a pit bull myself. She's a puppy, and she is a much better trained dog than she ever was. She's only 5 months, and she's amazing now. In conclusion, breed-specific legislation is a law to regulate or ban your right to own the breed of your choice. I explained here today what BSL is, what it does, and why it isn't effective. I also urge you to learn more about BSL and ways to fight it. I hope that I have persuaded you to not only learn about breed-specific legislation, but to also fight against it. Your dog could be next. Only with set education programs can we start to reverse the epidemic and the general views of the naive society.